I feel like we were like twins in a past life. Like we shared a womb in a past life, and
I'm sorry, no, we were very gay lovers in a past life.
okay. We were lovers in our past life, and then the life before that, we were probably like identical twins.
And in the life before that, we were both. Hello, hello. Welcome back to episode 3, right?
Episode 3.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it hasn't felt like... Because, like, if you think about it, right, because we're only doing this once a month, technically this is, like, our 3rd month already. It doesn't feel like we've been doing this for 3 months already.
No way. It feels like we just started, but time flies when they're having fun.
Time flies when you're just 2 girls having fun. Flirting with your wife.
Flirting with your wife. Maybe yes, you're smooching a little bit.
Oh my god. I can compose
It's happening again.
It's happening, but we haven't even started.
Okay, what are we talking about this month?
This month we are talking about something super fun. We are talking about games.
Gamers.
We are gamers.
Gamers.
Real gamers.
Yeah, we're so gamer.
We're super gamers. I was gonna make before we started the episode, I was like, oh, we can make all the jokes about like, oh, girl gamers, but I'm like, I think I haven't heard those jokes where people saying like girls can't be gamers in like forever.
Nah.
People have like outgrown that phase so
yeah,
hardcore.
definitely.
People understand equality starting to happen.
Yeah, we're healing.
Hey! But no, we are going to be talking about games today because last episode was pure drama, even though we turned it into, again, just flirting with each other. But, you know, we thought we wanted to do a little something like lighthearted. So we are going to be talking about games and we are going to be keeping it old school. We both made a 3x3. For everybody who doesn't know, 3x3 is like a little picture that you set up with like, you know, 9 of your favorite games. Favorite games, I wouldn't necessarily just say favorite games. Usually what I think of like 3x3s for like any category, I think of like stuff that, well, first of all, is like your favorite, but also like influenced you a lot. Like it has like a lot of meaning to you, right? It doesn't necessarily have to like still be your favorite game, or maybe not even a game you've touched in forever, but like it deserves a special place in like what formed you into like the gamer and like just the genres that you like and everything like that. So yeah, we've both made a 3x3 and I'm very excited to present ours. They're both funny as fuck. There's a couple of games on there. Yeah, they're very unique. We both have like one game each on there where I was like, there's no way either of us was gonna have it, but we do. We actually have fighting games on there. Neither of us does fighting games anymore nowadays.
No.
And I'm not even like interested in getting back into fighting games.
Me either.
Like
I can't.
Tekken or Street Fighter or anything like that. I can't. It's not interesting to me.
Yeah. I like physically can't play fighting games like I used to. Like my thumbs just like will dislocate. Like legitimately my thumbs will just come out of they'll come out of their homes. But when I was a kid, like I wasn't as up when I was a kid. So I could button mash all day long.
Real. Well, for me, so maybe that's kind of like a good segue into how we both got into gaming, or you know, how we got interested into gaming. For me, my actual first game is one that is like on my 3x3, which is the whole like Dead or Alive franchise. I don't even know if you know that one.
I think we like briefly talked about it last episode, and I was like, oh, that's the Bikini Girls game, and you were like, no, that's
they have that version too. Yes,
yeah. And I was like, I'm very familiar with the Bikini Girls. Trust.
No, but for me it was like I was, oh my god, this is gonna sound so like stereotypical and like I was the only girl between like, but it was like I only had like brothers and like cousins and like male cousins around me, and like they would all like always just like play video games. So I just I've always been like thrown into it from the start. but I didn't mind it. I loved it. I loved video games.
Yeah. I kind of same. Like, I think we've like kind of talked about this with each other before. I have an older brother. I also have an adopted older sister, but she came along like when I was like 6, and she was so much older than me. Like, we didn't really like hang out that much. Like, she was 16 when I was 6. Like, I saw her more as like another like guardian, you know, like she would babysit me and stuff. But my brother was closer in age to me, and he was always playing video games, and all his friends were always playing video games. And I was always like the annoying little sister, and I was like, I want to turn. Let me hold a controller. Let me in there.
Were you the I'll give you a controller too, but I won't plug it in type of sister?
Yeah. Because I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I just wanted to be a part of something.
That's beautiful. Well, for me, it wasn't, well, how do I say this? Actually, my whole entire family, right? Not specifically like just because we are gonna talk today more about like video games, right? But my entire family has always really been into games, like board games, card games. I learned all sorts of card games before I could even like properly speak. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, that's
like
awesome.
Our family evenings, we'd like have dinner in the evening and then like play card games afterwards.
That's so fun. That's so cute.
So yeah. So my entire family has always like, we've always like, even now when I'm like bored and like, or not even bored, but when there's like somebody over, I'm immediately like, let me get some cards out. Let's play either like Uno or like some card games or anything like that. So I've always been in like the mindset of like liking games, right? Whether it's board games, whether it's card games, guessing games, puzzle games, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, again, since I've always been like kind of exposed to games, I got into them really, really early on. The only thing with me, and I think I've talked about this before, I didn't grow up with a lot of money. My family had like limited resources, so they obviously didn't like invest money into like consoles or like a gaming PC or gaming laptop or anything like that. We had like one PC for the entire family at some point. And I would like go on all the like Flash or like itch.io sites and blah shit like that and like
Flash
download
games.
all the games. Yeah, I would play the shit out of Flash games. Or with my cousins, he had like a Xbox, like the original one. And I would always go over to his place because he and I were like best friends, right? Because we were like the closest in age. We're like 6 months apart.
Oh wow.
So me and him always like we like grew up super close, and we just hang out all the time. And he had like an Xbox, and then at some point, I think a couple of years down the line, his dad, so my uncle, actually gifted me a PlayStation 2.
Oh my gosh, hell yeah. I actually have a similar story about a PlayStation 2.
So he gifted me a PlayStation 2. It was like a used one, but do you think I cared? I was like, oh my god, I have a
Heck
console.
No. Hell yeah.
I have a console.
That's amazing.
And not only that, but it was like the PlayStation 2 that had SingStar on it. So you had like the karaoke, the microphones with it. And you had like the karaoke games on it. That was the shit.
That's the shit. It really is.
That was the shit. So yeah, technically for me, like my first console was a PlayStation 2.
I think mine technically was also. We had a ex-convict staying with us for a little bit. He lived in our spare room, and he.
I thought you were like trying to like remember the name because you were like, we had a. I was like, oh, does she mean like GameCube? Does she mean like an NS like 64? I thought you were trying to think of like the name of the console. All of a sudden, we had an ex-convict stay with.
I was like, I don't know how much of the story I want to tell, you know, like, but he procured and I don't know how he procured it, legally or not, so I'm not sure, but he procured a PlayStation 2, and he just, like, brought it back to the house one day, and he was like, here, I got this for you, and I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, here. And I was like, where'd this come from? And he was like, don't worry about it.
Like a console dealer on the side.
Yeah. He probably like got it from someone secondhand or something, or like borrowed it.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Oh my god, that's so funny. That is genuinely so funny. I can't.
But that was my first console that was like mine. Like my brother had a PS2 like earlier, like when they were newer, and then I think he sold it and got a PS3. But it was like his. It was in his room. Like he would like close his door and go play his games.
Not allowed to touch it.
Not allowed to touch it. Yeah. But this guy gave me a PS2 that was mine, and I put it in my room with my CRTV that I bought at a yard sale with money that I made selling lemonade.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Classic American lemonade stand.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I made $15 and I bought a thick-ass TV to go with my PlayStation 2. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Well, I had the PS2, and then later down the line, I had the Nintendo DS.
Oh,
not
yes.
the 3DS.
Yes.
Like the DS. Like
the DS,
thick
the
one.
OG. The DS Lite
one.
or whatever.
Yeah. And that was amazing because, again, it was like my mom actually one time randomly, I don't know, okay? My mom doesn't do like dumpster diving or anything like that. She never did. But there was this like one dumpster, or not dumpster, but it's like a dumpster area, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was like close to like a rich people like area, like where a lot of like the rich people lived. And they would just like leave stuff next to like that area. So it was like a fenced in area, right? Not fenced in, like walled in area. And just like besides the area, they would just like leave all the stuff that they didn't need.
Huh.
Kind of to be like, you know, if anybody wants it, if you don't want it, it'll just be thrown away. That kind of thing. And so my mom, because one day she like randomly walked by there and she found like this whole like little bag full of Nintendo DS games. There were like 12 Nintendo DS games.
What?
And she was like, whoa, I know how expensive these are.
Yeah.
I know how much my daughter has wanted these, right? So she was like, I know that she then like, you know, for my birthday, I then got a Nintendo DS and then she gave me all those games. And it had like, it had the SpongeBob game, it had a Hannah Montana game, it had one of those My Clinic games, it had Cooking Mama. It had the Rafing Rabbit. What are they called? The rabbit thingies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not the rabbit game. It was like the actual dude that he's like fighting against the Earth. Whatever. It had that. It had like so many games, and they were all like so like cutesy and nice.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. And oh my god, that was like, I still have that Nintendo DS. It's
oh my
still
god, that's so cool.
And not only do I have it, it works.
Oh, I'm so jealous you still have it. I also had a DS, the OG, like the first one, but I didn't have it. It was my sis. Mine was pink, the light pink.
Mine was blue. Blue.
Oh my god, cute, so cutesy. But it was my sister's. She had it when it was like still newish. She got it for like Christmas one year, I think, or her birthday or something. It was one of those, a lot of times my parents would be like, we'll get you this like console if you pay for half of it. So we would like work or whatever, like neighborhood jobs, like mowing lawns and babysitting and stuff. And then my parents would be like, okay, we'll pay for the other half. So I think that's what she did for her DS. And then she like had it for a couple years and then like lost interest or whatever. And then it became my DS. And I had all her old games. So I had Sims Castaway, which I talk about all the time. How it's like the best Sims game ever.
Is that like super weird Sims game with like the aliens? And like, was that one super random Sims game? Was that it?
Perhaps.
Or was it a different one?
I think it might have been a different one. But I know the DS Sims games were very weird. But this one in particular,
so, like, trippy.
it was like you make your sim and then you're like on a boat crashes or something, or like a plane that crashes.
Oh no, it's not the one I was thinking of.
And you're on like a island, and you like meet the other castaways from the crash. Like it's like Lost basically, but it's Sims, and you have to like survive, and you have to like forage. It was really fun. You have to like forage and like catch fish and like build a like a shelter and stuff. It's like Sons of the Forest. Yeah, basically Sons of the Forest, but like with the wackiness of Sims and like the low quality graphics of like the first DS. Like they were kind of polygony.
Yeah.
It was such a good game. That was the first game I think I ever finished. I was like 7 or 8, and that was the first game I ever like completed. I don't have it on my 3x3 because I kind of forgot about it. But I
also don't have like a lot of my like I also don't have, for example, Sims on my 3, even though I like banged the shit out of that game. Yeah. But like I don't know, I've put like others on there that have like more meaning to me. But sorry, before I forget this thought, while you just said like the old Sims games, and I also have like one of the older like Animal Crossing games and stuff like that. You know what's really annoying to me nowadays when it comes to like games that like franchises you loved as a kid?
What's that?
Is how much character they take away from the games nowadays.
Oh my god, yes!
Like, when you compare Sims 2 to The Sims 4, it feels like Sims 2, actually, all the characters were so interesting and were like super fun and like actually had like character, right? You felt like you were playing with people and not bots. Or for example, specifically one that I think about a lot is like Animal Crossing. The older Animal Crossing games, some of the villagers were so sassy, and they had like so much characteristics, and like they had like they were a character. You know what I mean?
They were like more like zany and silly.
Yeah, and now they're all like, haha, I'm on your island. This is so fun.
Haha, I love
and it's
to
like,
be
you're
on
taking,
island.
Like, it's so sad. I don't know why they're like dumbing the games down so much. It's so sad.
It is sad. I agree that like games in general from like when we were kids, they had a lot more like personality. They were sillier. It's like they were less afraid to like be like creative and like kooky and zany and weird.
Because nowadays everybody just makes it to make money. I mean, you know, that I think that's like another huge reason why, for example, Undertale became as big as it was, right? Because people finally had like another game where like everything in the game actually had like character, and everything was quirky and niche, and nothing felt like it was just a character in a game. Everything felt so special. You were like running around trying to find Easter eggs. There's barely any games nowadays where I'm like, I care about like the characters so much.
Yeah.
They just don't flesh them out as much anymore.
I know what you mean. It's not a lot of games have that like, and I think that's why also like the indie gaming sphere has like grown so much, because people like crave games with like a personal touch and that like personality, and you can feel the care and love put into it, and you can like kind of see the like reflections of the people who made it in the game. I think people miss that and look for that, and I think that's why indie games are popping off.
Everything. Yeah, for good reason.
For good reason, yeah.
For good reason. Anyways, that's we kind of went all over the place, obviously, again, because we wouldn't be us if we didn't. But yeah, so we did both get into gaming pretty early on. I don't remember a time I wasn't like surrounded by games, I'm gonna be honest. The only thing for me for the longest time, there was like, so I had the PlayStation, and then I had the Nintendo DS, and then my brother, because my brother is like 11 years older than me, but my brother had like such an insane WoW addiction that he almost ended up dropping out of school.
Oh my god.
Like he ended up not being able to like, so he didn't get like his like degree at the end on like the first try. He had to like go back in. He had to like repeat a year and like go back in, because he had such an intense like WoW addiction that like my mom after it was like, you're not allowed to play any games. So even till this day, my mom doesn't know that I play games, right? Because she'd be like, because you know, she's like, she has like PTSD from it. She's like, you're not allowed to play games.
She'll be like, it's gonna ruin your life. That's so interesting. My brother also had to do that. Like he he wasn't addicted to games. He was addicted to substances. But he got like kicked out of school and had to like finish his degree online and then get his like certificate, like take the test.
I'm surprised every single day how we're literally just like a carbon copy of each other.
It shocks me every day that we're like on totally different ends of the world. We like randomly met each other like a little over a year ago, and we have so like literally our like life stories have so many like parallels.
Same. They have, yeah. Every time I tell like a story where I'm like, oh yeah, this is something that doesn't really happen to like a lot of people, you'd be like, wait, the exact same thing happened to me, and I'm like, what the?
I feel like we were like twins in a past life. Like we shared a womb in a past life, and
I'm sorry, no, we were very gay lovers in a past life.
Okay. We were lovers in our past life, and then the life before that, we were probably like identical twins.
And then the life before that, we were both.
Yeah, both. It was but it was less weird back then, like hundreds of years ago. Then. Yeah, there was a lot of that. Trust me.
Basically, only that.
Yeah. Just take a look at like any of the like royals from like 100 years ago or more.
Oh my god. But yeah, do you kind of want to get into our 3x3s?
Yeah.
Start talking about them.
Yeah.
You wanna maybe how exactly do you want to do this? Do you want to talk about all of them? Do you just kind of want to maybe talk about your top row, then we talk a bit about my top row, then your middle row, my middle row, and stuff like that? So we keep like going back and forth, or do you want to do yours fully and then mine?
I didn't put mine in any sort of like order of like.
I didn't put mine in order either.
Okay.
Let's
I don't
do
know.
yours. Let's just talk about yours. Let's just talk about yours first, and then we'll talk about mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I can handle that. Okay. Okay. So this is my 3x3. You can look at. You have a copy also. You can see it.
Yes, I'm looking at it.
And listener/viewer. Well, if you're listening, you can't see it. So if you're watching, you can see it. If you're listening, I'll tell you all about it. Okay, so my.
If you're listening, you should also watch us on YouTube.com update.
Yeah. YouTube.com/@SusumeDiaries. You should watch on there also. You should watch and listen and like have one in one ear and one in the other ear, so you can listen in stereo. Yeah, the 4-dimensional sound will come to you from all over your room. That sounded. Anyway, in the upper left-hand corner, I have Bloons TD6.
Very obvious for you.
Very obvious for me. This is the game that I played when I first started streaming. Like, this was the only game I streamed for like the first.
Oh, did you not play it before you started streaming? Is it like something you started while starting streaming?
So I played Bloons like back when it was a Flash game. Like I think it was like Bloons TD2 or 3 or something. Back when they were like still Flash games, or maybe it was like the first one. I don't know. But I played it in like school all the time, like because you could play it on the like cool math games or like the ones that you actually could access from like the school internet. So I'd play the tower defense, the Bloons tower defense on there. But the Bloons TD6 I purchased it probably like a month before I started streaming. Because it was like shortly after like I got sick and had to leave my job and stuff, and I was like talking to my partner, like I was like, I really want a game to like play and just like forget about everything, and he was like I don't know, maybe you'd like this game, and he showed me BTD6, and I was like, wait, I'm familiar with this, like I played something similar like all through school on the internet, and he was like, well, there you go, try this out. And so I played Bloons like all day for like a week straight. Like I would wake up and play Bloons.
Hell yeah.
All day.
And I love getting so addicted to a game where you're like you like plan your sleep in order to be like, okay, if I sleep enough now, I'll be like awake enough to like concentrate on the game again. I love that. Oh my god.
It's so good. It's like crack. It's amazing. So I was like very addicted to BTD6 at the time that I started streaming, and that's why like that's all that I streamed at first. Love this game. I love the characters. I feel like the creators do put a lot of love in it. There's tons of Easter eggs. There's tons of like silly little things that you can like collect, and they add updates all the time. They're like always adding. This game came out in like 2018, I think, or 2017, something like that. And they still
Really? Is that old?
It's older than people think, but they still update it like regularly. So there's still like new content being added. It's an excellent game.
I actually have it too. I just haven't like gotten to play it yet.
Girl, you gotta play it. We can play co-op.
It definitely feels like I'm down to play co-op. It definitely feels like a game where like yes, you do have like it feels like Minecraft in the sense of like you have to concentrate on it, but it's also not that much concentration where you can pay attention to like stream.
Yeah. And it's also like a low stakes game. Like you can like keep trying the map over and over and over again until you like figure out a solution. Like it's you can like play it very casually, or you can play it very sweaty. There's like you can play it however you want, which there's like you can go play like ranked like bosses and stuff if that's what you want. But I like usually I usually play it like pretty casual and just like talk to chat and stuff while I play it. And I'm like, oh, haha, silly, I messed it up again. Haha, let me try it again. This does not make me want to end it all. Haha. You know what I mean?
Feeling so much. Oh my god.
But yeah, I love balloons. I've already talked too much about balloons. The next one is in the middle. I just did upper left, so my middle one. These are not in any particular order, but I have Minecraft in the middle because oh my gosh, I love Minecraft so much. I go through like waves of addiction to Minecraft.
Same.
This is a game that I actually never played until I became a streamer. So I always saw people play Minecraft like in school, and like my mom was a teacher, so she had like the educational version of Minecraft that some of her students would play, and she'd be like, oh, I think you might like
There is
this.
an educational version of Minecraft?
Yeah, there's like an educator's version where there's like learning modules like baked into the game. Isn't that cool?
That's super cool.
Super cool, right? But my mom like had a lot of students that liked it because she taught like the like quote unquote like gifted kids, like the kids that got high test scores or whatever. They would like put them in like a special class once a week. She taught that special class, so she had a lot of like, I don't know, like autists that loved Minecraft, and she was like, my autist daughter would probably like Minecraft. So she like told me about Minecraft years before I ever actually like played it for the first time. But I never played it because I saw it was like blocks and like pixely, and I was like, well, that's not pretty. I like to play pretty games.
Yeah.
And then so I just kind of forgot about it. And then years later, when I was streaming, someone was like, have you ever played Minecraft? Like in my chat. And I was like, no, I've never played it because it's like, I don't know, it looks kind of ugly. And they were like, have you ever heard of shaders? And I was like, no, what's that?
Yeah, shaders change so much.
Yeah.
It looks pretty with shaders.
And so I went to my partner and I was like, today I learned about shaders. I don't know what this is. And I like tried to download it myself, and anytime I try to download and or install anything on my own, I end up like deleting things that I need. I don't know how I do. I end up deleting and or corrupting things. I ruin things, okay? I ruin things. I have a cursed touch when it comes to technology. So my partner helped me install shaders and made Minecraft pretty. And then I played Minecraft for the first time ever on stream, and then I fell in love with it. And then I go through periods of being extremely obsessed with it, and I like do the thing where I like fall asleep thinking about it, and then I wake up and I go back to building and mining, and then sometimes I need to take a little break because I get too obsessed with it. And I need to take a
Minecraft is
break
so good.
and think about other things because it's very all-encompassing.
Yeah,
Minecraft
is
is
actually the only game that we are sharing on.
Yeah, which
both
is
of
very
us. So I'm just gonna give
interesting.
like my thoughts on it as well just now, so we can kind of like scratch that off the thing.
Yeah.
But for me, Minecraft as well, like I've always seen other people play it, but I was always like, why is everybody so into it? It looks so dumb.
I was like,
I
this
was
looks
genuinely
boring.
like, it does not look interesting. It looks boring. It looks ugly. I'm not interested in it. And then at one point, I was like, at this point, I was like already an adult, and I had I still have it, but I have a Nintendo Switch, right? And for some reason, somebody had gifted me like a $10 coupon for like Switch store, right, for the Nintendo eStore. And Minecraft at that time was like $2 or something, right? So at that time I just like went into like the Nintendo eStore, and I just like saw what was like super sale, and I bought like 4 or 5 games for like $2 each, right?
Yeah.
And I got Minecraft. And when I tell you, when I got so addicted to the game, oh my god. So my first time playing Minecraft wasn't even on a PC, it was on my Nintendo Switch. I played it on my Nintendo Switch, okay? Which was so insane. But I genuinely, like, I remember, I think being like, you know, having manic phases helps with that a lot too. But I remember there was like a time where for 3 days straight I would not sleep. I got so addicted to Minecraft, I would just keep chugging coffee and energy drinks. Cause like, it's not that I wasn't tired, but I got so addicted to the game, I physically could not sleep. I would lay down in my bed, I would look up at my ceiling and feel like, I could be playing Minecraft right now.
You like see blocks in the wall.
Well, specifically because I was playing it on my Switch, right? So I could just play it in my bed anyways.
Oh, dangerous. That's so dangerous.
At some point I would say my Switch, I don't have too much space on my Switch, and like the Switch doesn't run as good as like a PC, right? So at some point my builds got like way too much, my entire world just kept lagging and everything. So I ended up actually like downloading it on PC and started playing it there as well. And like Minecraft still for me very much, I can still play Minecraft like every day, right? But I definitely do also get those phases, like the 2-week Minecraft phase, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Where like you like really intensely like build a project or something, and then you're like, okay, I finished that. Now that I can think about something else for a while.
Yeah, Minecraft is just like, I don't know, because again, specifically for the start at me on stream, like when I started out streaming, Minecraft was such a like chill game to like mindlessly do something on the side, but also like talk to chat at the same time.
Yeah.
Specifically if you're like going mining, like strip mining, right? If you're just like 4 hours in the mines, strip mining away, being able to talk to chat while you're doing that is like, it made strip mining so much easier.
Yeah, definitely. I know what I'm saying definitely because I like know what you mean, but I'm actually kind of the opposite. Whenever I strip mine, I go into like my like desens, like I go into like a compression chamber. Like I put my noise canceling headphones on. I listen to like nightcore really loud, and I put blinders on, and I just like I just like go so fast, and I'm like so locked in, and I don't say anything, and you can't talk to me. I don't eat, and I do that for hours, and I like it, and it makes me feel good, and it's very addictive. And I have to be careful about that because my posture gets really bad and I hurt myself. And so I try not to do that. But what I like to do with stream is I like to do random seed survival days where I'll just I'll open a random world seed, like a new world, and we'll just like try to survive wherever we are. And I'm like bad at surviving. Like I have negative survival skills, and I'm kind of stupid and bad at combat. So it makes for a very like silly, exciting like stream day.
Yeah.
I do that like regularly. Like I have so many open Minecraft worlds. And I also like sometimes I'll like get in a situation where I die and lose a lot of stuff, and then I just rage quit the world completely and start a new one. And I do that a lot.
Oh.
So, you know,
I am like the opposite. I'm like the opposite. I like to have like one world and make it like a forever world. I've never just had like a 2-week Minecraft phase and then like switch to like a different Minecraft world or anything like that. I've always had like a very intense
I'm such a
like loyalty.
I'm such a Minecraft world slut. I have like 30 open right now.
See, you know what also like about Minecraft? I am very much a person, I don't like using mods for a lot of games. And I don't mean like performative mods where like, you know, because I have like a lot of like issues with like feeling sick, feeling nauseous, depending on like the colors of a game or like blurriness and motion sickness and stuff like that, right? I don't mean like those. I mean genuinely stuff that like adds stuff to the game or like completely changes stuff to the game. I hate doing that to any game but Minecraft. In Minecraft, I love it. In any other game, I'm like, if the game isn't good enough the way it is, it's not worth it for me to play it.
Yeah, I am the same way. I don't usually like adding mods to games. I'm also the same way. Like, it has to be interesting enough on its own to at least to hook me before I'll even like be even interested enough to like try to add mods. But again, like, I'm stupid when it comes to technology. I'm bad at modding, so I just don't usually do anyway, because I always need to get help, you know, to mod stuff. So I just usually don't. But I agree with Minecraft. Modding adds so much to Minecraft. You can like personalize it so much. I usually do like a vanilla plus. Like, I'll just have like shaders and like maybe like a map mod, just like very like basic like quality of life improvements. But yes, Minecraft.
I do like you know, like I like, how do I say this? I like stuff that adds stuff to Minecraft, but I still want it to look like Minecraft. Does that make sense? Like, it has to like keep the vibe, because I like adding like furniture mods, right? So you can actually like build nice houses, but the furniture still needs to look like Minecraft. It can't be like too high quality or like too like super fancy or anything. It still needs to look like Minecraft, like something that would actually be in the game.
Yeah, like the art style needs to be like coherent. Yeah. It needs to have that like natural feel. I agree.
Exactly.
I agree completely.
Completely.
And do you have any other comments about Minecraft?
Not really. I just love Minecraft.
I just love Minecraft.
I don't think Minecraft is ever gonna be like a game that I'm ever gonna get like genuinely like bored of and like not want to play.
Yeah. I think I'm always gonna come back to it as like a comfort game. I'll probably still like stream it every week, doing silly like challenges and shit. I like doing silly random.
I do have like another thought on Minecraft, because like how do I explain this? Being a streamer, right? Every game that you're playing, you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun for stream. I know people wanna watch me play this, blah 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 blah, everything like that. And I've come to like the realization of the fact that I just don't have games that I play offline just by myself to like enjoy my time and like enjoy a game or like hang out with friends and play in it. And low-key, while like yes, I streamed a lot of Minecraft in the beginning of my streaming career, I've kind of fully stopped playing Minecraft on stream.
Has it become more of like your personal game?
It's like more of like a comfort game at this point. And like I have two comfort games. One is like ZZZ, so Sandless Zone Zero, and the other is Minecraft. And those are like the two kind of games where I'm just like, oh, hold on, I have to sneeze. Oh, my god, it's not coming out.
Come out.
It went away. But like, I think specifically because if you have like a very like content creator like rotted brain, right?
Yeah. Content
you think
brain.
of every game and how you could play it on stream. And I think it's really, really important, specifically for days where you maybe might not be doing too good, to just also have like a game that you can like enjoy offline and not be like, yeah, I should make this into content.
100%.
And Minecraft has kind of become that for me. Do you have any game like that you just like fully play offline?
Yes, for me that's Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's I play that every day, whether I and I don't stream it because I play it on I have a Switch Lite, and you can't like capture card that. So any Switch games are like my personal games.
The update came out, no?
Yeah, it's so cute.
I
The
really need to
update's so
get back
fun.
into Animal Crossing. I really need to get back into. I played it when it came out, right? Because the world was burning at that time and everybody was in quarantine.
Yeah.
So I got like addicted to it back then, and then I don't know. I think I stopped right before the DLC came out, right? Like the Homemaker. What is it? The where you go to like
Happy Home something.
Something like that. Before that
Yeah.
DLC came out. That's like right before then I stopped.
I never got the DLC. I haven't because it's cost money, but it looks cute. I really like the decorating part, so I think that DLC is for the decorators. So I might eventually get that DLC. I love decorating the little rooms. It's like the best part for me.
Anyways, I need to hear the story of how you got into Tekken.
Okay. Okay, so I have in my top row in the middle, I have Tekken 5. Specifically Tekken 5. Okay? I don't know about any of the other versions of Tekken. I played I think Tekken 7 when it came out. I played it on like the Xbox. It was alright, but it wasn't my Tekken 5, okay? Tekken 5 has a special place in my heart because on that PlayStation 2 that I was gifted by our friendly neighborhood felon, that Tekken 5 like came with it. He like gave me a few games. I guess whoever like had the console before, like the games that was with it, but Tekken 5 was with it. It was like Miss Pac-Man, Tekken 5, and like a God of War game that I gave to my brother because I was like, what is this? I don't know what this is. And I gave it to him. But Tekken 5, I was like, oh, what could this be? Like this looks interesting. And I don't remember how or why it just like clicked in my brain so well. I mean, I think a big part of it is it was like one of the only games that I had like at the time to play. It was like one of the only games that was like mine. It was in the console in my room. So I was like, well, might as well play it. It's my game. And
that's literally the only reason why I played the fighting game that I played as a kid as well, because it was the only game available. Bro, stop. Okay, sorry. Keep going.
We literally we've done so much of the same shit. It's crazy. But yeah, I played Tekken 5 because it was like one of the only like games that I had. And like inevitably whenever you have like one thing to play, you will probably get pretty into it, and I got very into it. I played through like all of the stories. Like you can play like career mode to like unlock like like beginning, middle, and like ending stories to get like more lore about the characters. So I went through I didn't do that for all the characters, but all the like cute girl characters. I played through the career mode of like all the cute girl characters because I like wanted to know their stories. And there was like kind of like a lewd cutscene in one of them that I heard about on YouTube. It was just like a booby joke, but I was like 11 and like queer, and I was like, oh, I gotta find the booby joke. I gotta find the boobs. I have to see the boobs. So I played until I found the boobs, and it was great. And I still love I can't remember its name, but it's like a little wooden puppet character. I still love that one. That's usually who I play. Or I play, I think her name is Asuka Kazama. She's a cute girl. She has like short hair. And I really want to cosplay her also. Because she was usually who I mained. And then like once I played Tekken 5 for a while and like got kind of better at it, I would like play with my brother because he had a PS3 and I think there was backwards compatibility on the PS3. So we would play my copy of Tekken 5 and it was like the only game I could beat him at, and it made me feel really cool. So then I got even more into it because I was like, I'm finally good at something. I'm gonna keep playing it a lot. And so I put a lot of hours into Tekken 5. Like I was like in 5th, 6th grade.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then I like never played another fighting game again.
Valid.
But man, I had a heated passion for Tekken 5. And because it was one of the first games I ever got good at, it has a special place in my heart. I still absolutely love the soundtrack. Whenever I like see like stuff from Tekken, specifically like the older Tekken games, it just like warms my heart. It's very nostalgic for me.
Aww.
Next, let me talk about the game that's next to it, Hello Kitty Cutie World. All right.
Never heard of that game before.
It's
never heard of that game before.
It's like such a.
What is it?
It's like, okay, so this was my very first PC game. I got it when I was like 6 or 7. Probably like 2nd grade. 1st grade maybe. My mom got it for me because she knew I liked Hello Kitty, and we had like just recently got our first like family computer. So I think it was like, it was like a bunch of like sort of like puzzles. Like there were like 4 different like puzzle. It was like a very small short game, but I am an autistic individual, and I became like obsessed with this game, and I just played those same 4 puzzles over and over and over again, like a lot. Cause
You like unlocked a memory in my brain, not with that game, but I had a different game, like a different. Oh my god, what's she called in English? I don't know what she's called in English. Pippi Langstrumpf?
Pippi Longstocking?
Is that her name in English?
Yeah. She, with the red hair.
There was a game. There was a game like of her exactly the same way that you just described it. It's like a small game where you have like a couple puzzles to do. Not really anything big.
Yeah.
You could like replay it a million times, and I remember replaying that stuff like over, and you like unlocked a memory in my brain.
Bro, what was wrong with us? It's like a game with like 20 minutes of content on it, and we were like, yeah, I'm gonna play this every day for a year.
60 hours out of it.
Deadass. That was me with the Hello Kitty Cutie World. It was like such like a nothing burger of a game, but I was like weirdly obsessed with it, and I like got really good at all the puzzles, and I could play them like really fast. Like I could finish the puzzles really fast, and it was like I was just like playing it to see like how fast I could finish everything. Yeah, so Hello Kitty Cutie World, my first PC game. I still love everything Hello Kitty. I'm obsessed with Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty, she's a diva. I don't care if it's basic. Hello Kitty is my favorite Sanrio, and you can f***ing fight me if you have a problem with it. Hello Kitty is a diva, and I would die for her. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna be honest. I think not a lot of people nowadays even have Hello Kitty as their main. I don't think Hello Kitty is a lot of people's mains. It's always either Cinnamoroll or Kuromi.
Yep.
Maybe Pom Pom Puri, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody ever says Hello Kitty.
Nobody ever.
You're not as basic as you think you are, girl.
Put some respect. Put some f***ing respect on Hello Kitty's name. So help me God, I'm gonna freak out about this.
Was actually like the Hello Kitty Island Adventure the first game where you and I just like 2-person collabed on it and just like sat with each other and showed each other the islands and stuff like that?
I think so. Besides maybe like Minecraft.
I know we played Minecraft before that, but I mean like, because in Minecraft always everybody could have joined, right?
Yeah. But
Hello Kitty was the first one that we like fully sat down and we're like, we're both gonna play this and show.
Yeah.
I just remember when I was like, oh, actually you can cheese like the way up to the mountain. You were like, how the f did you figure that out? And I was like, listen.
We were being so sweaty about that f***ing Hello Kitty game, like. That's so real. But yeah, I think that was our first ever like co-op or like co-op gaming experience together. I think that's true. That's so cute. Oh my god. I love us. I love what we have.
I love us.
I love
too.
you. Yeah.
You ever like look at like us being best friends and you're like, nobody else in the world can be best friends because nobody loves each other the way that we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
We're the
y'all fake. Y'all are fake. Y'all can't be like this. Like shut up.
Yeah, me and my bestie were the OG besties, and all the other besties.
We're the real besties.
We're the real besties.
Everybody else is fake.
Yeah. Everybody else is fake. All the other besties are like cheap imitations of us being besties.
Yeah. We're like the I want a bestie, and then they're like the we have a bestie at home.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A train just went by. I hope it didn't get picked up. I'm sorry if it got picked up. Toot toot. Sometimes the train goes by and they're just like toot toot, and they do like a little one, and then sometimes they like go crazy with it, and I'm like, okay, somebody's feeling themselves today with the air horn.
Crazy dial.
Anyway, the train's gone. The next game I'll talk about is Razor Freestyle Scooter.
Is it like... I'm so confused by this. Is this like Tony Hawk skateboard thingy, but for scooters?
But for scooters, yes. That's exactly what it is. And I'm pretty sure this game... I don't know if we actually bought this game or if it came like free with a Razor scooter. Because me and my brother both had Razor scooters. When we were kids. I had a pink one and he had a blue one. It might have been one of those like... Because it was a very cheap, like low content game. I think it was like a PS1 game. Yeah, it was PS1 because the controllers are gray for it. But it was one of the only games that my brother would let me just like, he would just leave me alone with it. Like all the other games he was worried about me like messing up his save files. So he would only let me play if he was like watching me. But with this game, I guess because it was like such a nothing burger of a game, or like kind of like there wasn't a lot of content in it. He didn't really care about it. Like he had other games that he cared more about. So this was the only game he would like leave me alone with his PlayStation and let me play. And because of that, I like played it a lot. Like this was like my game that I could come home from like first grade and play.
Oh yeah.
And so I played the Razor Scooter game a lot. And it literally was just like the Tony Hawk skating game, but like you were doing tricks with scooters. And you'd go around and like there were like Razor scooter like wheels that you could like collect, and so I collect all the wheels.
Pimp your ride.
Yeah, pimp your ride. I don't remember.
Also,
I think you could, yeah.
This like activated another memory in my brain. Do you remember? Because you just said, oh, one of those like cheap games. Maybe because we just talked about the Hello Kitty and this game. Do you remember the time, like back in the day, where there would be a free game about everything on a CD? You get like a magazine, and it wouldn't be the big CDs, it would be the small CDs, right? Like the mini CDs. But you could buy like a fridge, and they'd be like, here, have a free game with it. What's that like a thing that like for a while literally everything and everybody was tapping? I had so many. I think we still have them because we have like a folder at home of like all the CDs, like either like games, music, or whatever it was right at home, like at my parents' house. I'm genuine. I think I could find a couple of, and I'm not joking. Like when I mean, like it was like a time where everything would make a game. You would like buy a book, and there would be a mini game with it.
Every IP had a cheap game, like video game.
One time I went to a musical for kids, and they handed out the free version of the game at the end.
What? I think
it was like a B.B. Blocksberg musical, which is B.B. Blocksberg is like this cartoon. It's like a German. I don't think it's like in English. It's only like in English in German. Of like this witch. She's like a witch, right? This blonde witch, B.B. Blocksberg. And there's like multiple IPs with it, like different types of stories and blah blah blah. But yeah, I went to like a musical of it because one of my friends was like addicted to watching like everything about her. And yeah, then at the end they were just like giving out free like mini games. I remember that shit. My god.
You would get games in like cereal boxes sometimes.
You would, or magazines and stuff like that.
Yeah, or like with fast food. What was it? I don't know if fast food ever came. I think fast food did sometimes come with like a PC game. I can't remember.
They did, and also another way that I like consumed a lot of games because it didn't make my mom realize that I was just playing games. Back in the day, specifically like in school, specifically for like English, right? For English classes, like at school, we get like English books, and they'd have like those free games with them.
Oh yeah.
So you could like by playing learn the language, right? I
Mm-hmm.
played them so much because I'd be like, Mom, I'm studying with the CD. Meanwhile, I'm just playing games.
Yeah, just playing games. There was this
Playing games.
there was this like brand of like educational game that they were called Jumpstart games, I think. And they were like by grade level, and she got me like first through like 4th grade to play, and I would just like bang those out when I was like a little kid, and I freaking loved them, and I didn't even care. I didn't even care that I was learning. It was so fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah, it was so fun. I love those things. Let's see. What should I talk about next?
Oh, I'm just looking because you put your next 2 ones, right? Like Yakuza and Tomodachi. First of all, Tomodachi like just didn't make the cut on my 3x3.
Oh my
love
god!
Tomodachi
I
Life.
love Tomodachi Life.
I'm so excited for like the new version for the Switch, right? I'm so excited because Tomodachi Life was again like another one of those games from like back in the day that just had so much character. Everybody had so much sass and character, and it was fun talking to everybody, and there were so many like actual like fun interactions in all the mini games. So talk about Tomodachi as much as you want. I love that game.
Okay. So Tomodachi Life, I think, was one of those that I only played a couple when I actually had my DS. I only played it a couple times like on other people's, like I never like owned this game myself. I played it on like a couple of friends' DS's, and then much later in life, like as an adult, my partner still has their 3DS, and they had Tomodachi Life on there, and they were like, oh, you can like I saw something about Tomodachi Life, like a little video of like 2 people's like me's talking to each other, and I was like, this looks so familiar, and it's like unlocking like a vague memory I have of like playing this like silly like wacky game, and I just really wanted to experience it again. And my partner was like, oh my god, I have that game and I still have my 3DS, like, do you want to play it? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to play it. And so I got it. I played it, let's see, how old am I now? What year is it? I played it like 3 years ago for like the first time where I actually sat down and like made my own save file. And it's so good. I made me's of like everyone I've ever met in my life, and I just like let them all interact with each other. And let me tell you, my parents got married and divorced in the game, and I didn't like push them into it. They just like naturally fell in love with each other in the game, and then naturally like got mad and divorced each other in the game. It was so it was so crazy. I was like, how did they know to do that?
Tomodachi Life is also like one of those games where I always feel like that would literally be the perfect streaming game. Because you could put your community in there and watch all their like wacky situations and interactions and those mini games. I've seen so many other VTubers play it on stream as well. It looks so fun.
I'm
Especially
so
when you like do
excited.
that. Do you know that one mini game where you're like drawing in the sand? You're drawing like this or this, right? And then they like pick their sides.
Oh yeah.
And you listen to like their commentary. And I'm always like, it's always like somebody being like tits or ass, and then somebody runs to tits, somebody to ass, and they're like, because I can eat it or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's always, how does the game is so comedically perfect with its timing. It's such a stupid game. By the way, for anybody who doesn't know what Tomodachi Life is, so back on the Wii, right? You could make like Mii's, so that's like your own character within the universe, and you would put these like Mii's, you could make every single Mii, and you would put them into this like island. They would live on this island. There'd be an apartment, there'd be like apartment buildings, there'd be like other things, like there's the light tower, there's like the marketplace. You could have like rap battles. It's basically you're just putting them into like a life simulation, but you're like putting all these people in there, and they sometimes have needs, sometimes they have like things that they want to do, but it was just like from that period of games, like that time of games where everything just had so much character, and it's so fun, it's so good.
It's so good, and I'm like frothing at the mouth for it to come out, for the new one to come out on the Switch, because I'm going to capture card the Switch and I'm going to play it on stream. It's good. I think it's going to be such an awesome streaming game. I can't wait to like play it and make like stupid characters of like people in my community It's gonna be so fun. And I'm
Oh
gonna
my God.
I'm gonna make characters of you and me. And I'm gonna make us fall in love and get married. It's gonna be the
I can't wait
best.
to live out my yaoi dreams of like the ships that I have in my head of my community in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Oh my god. I can't wait. It's amazing. The original Tomodachi Life is like still good. I'm actually thinking about going and playing it again on the DS, like starting a new
Valid.
save, and because it's been a while since I played it.
Valid.
It's so good. It's so silly. It just has that like charm, in 2000s charm.
Beautiful.
Next I'll talk about Yakuza 0. Let's talk about Yakuza 0. Because you recently have experienced Yakuza 0 for the first time, right?
I just got into Yakuza. I mean, I've always known of the franchise. I've always known how much. I know all the memes, right? I know all the memes.
Yeah.
I think I know most of the stories through the memes. And I've always known it's like an amazing game. It's just like one of those games that I've like never gotten around to like purchase for myself. And then recently somebody in my community like purchased it. I genuinely, if only I had started Yakuza like even just like a month earlier or 2, it definitely would have already been on my 3x3.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's so good, right?
How is that game so good? How?
It's so good. Yeah, so the entire Yakuza series is amazing. I've played so I played not in the release order, but I played in like the numerical order. So Yakuza 0 is technically a prequel. Like it came out It came out after like games where the characters were like older. Like it's like like everyone knows what a prequel is. Eerie, stop trying to explain what a prequel is.
You're playing it in like timeline order.
Yeah. I played it in the order of the timeline. So like I started when the characters were really young in Yakuza 0 and played through. I think I played through up until Yakuza 5, and I got to like kind of a slow point in Yakuza 5 and like never like could like get through it. And then once I lose momentum in a series, it's really hard for me to ever finish it.
Same.
It's so bad because my brain is broken. But Yakuza 0, after playing 0 through 5 and like all the Kiwamis and stuff, I also played the Majima spin-off, the Yakuza Pirates in Hawaii, which was awesome. I also love that. But Yakuza 0 just has like a very special place in my heart because it was like one of the first like story games I was ever actually able to like stick with all the way through. Because the story is just so interesting. The characters are so interesting. Kiryu, little baby virgin Kiryu, is just so like
Love him.
He's so precious, and like he's like a tough guy and like can beat people up, but he's also like very innocent about a lot of things.
No, he's so puppy. He's so
puppy.
He literally always goes. He always goes. He's so
cute.
pouty.
He's so cute. I love him so much. And then I love Majima so much. Of course, like I'm obsessed with Majima. I've cosplayed Majima.
Majima is like an icon.
Yes, Majima is
like,
a diva.
Genuinely, he's such a diva, and I love him for it. But also, I'm gonna be honest, not a single other game that I've ever played in the entirety of my life has given me as much whiplash as Yakuza 0 or like Yakuza, I guess, in general gives you. Because you'd be playing the main story, right? And it's like super intense, super hardcore. You're like so on the edge of your seat. And then you go off and it's like Mr. Libido wants to see the fucking cards of like naked women. Or like you have to get like homeless people alcohol. Or
you have to play a crane game and get a plushie for this guy on the street corner.
It's so funny because you get so, if you keep switching between like main story and side stories, the whiplash you get from some of them, I'd be like crying, laughing 1 second, and then the next second I'm like, right?
Yeah. Like then you're like you're like in the drama of the game and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that just happened. I like the first time I played Yakuza 0, like I legitimately went between like crying out of sadness and just like being upset about something that happened, and then like you said, crying out of laughter, like, and like both can happen in the same like 1 hour like gameplay session. It's so good. It's done so like seamlessly.
Where Kiryu becomes like a producer for like that one thing.
I love that one.
The diva of that director He's like an icon to me.
He is.
I know people, like, from what I've gathered, people in the community are kind of like, he's like annoying. I don't care. He's a diva.
No, he is a diva.
He's like
yeah.
a real diva.
Mhm.
When I met him, I could not stop laughing at the shit that he was saying. I was sitting there, I was like, I need more of him. I was just like, please give me more of this interaction.
And the beautiful thing about the Yakuza series also is you'll see like callbacks to side characters like throughout the series. Like,
I love that.
That's why I always tell people like stop and play every sub story, because it's so much a part of the game. Like, there's so much content and like the little side optional things. I always tell people you gotta play the sub stories because the characters will come back. You'll see them again. Like, there will be references to these like silly like side things.
The sub stories are too good.
They're too good. You can't skip them.
I streamed the game and I'm like, okay, today I'm actually gonna get through like a chapter, and I'm on my way to like the next point of the chapter, but then I'm like sidetracked by 5 sub stories. I'm like, I have to do them.
Yeah, because they're so good.
I have to do them because they're so good. My God.
Yeah. It's such a good game.
Such a good game.
It's the first game that ever made me cry. It's the first story game that I ever finished. It was a few firsts for me, and I've played this game like 3 times now. I recently tried to do another playthrough for stream because I had never played it on stream before, and my save file got corrupted like 6 or 7 hours into the gameplay. And I just like couldn't be bothered to play it again because I've played it so many times. I was like, I can't like dredge through all these side stories again just to like get back to where I was. So I know maybe in like a couple of years I will play it again for stream and hopefully not mess up my save file.
You could always force the Galactics to like get to like the point where you were.
Yeah.
And then you pick it up from there.
Yeah, I probably should. I think they did offer, so I should take them up on that. But now I feel like it's been too long. And I'm like, well, now everyone's gonna forget where we were at. Whatever. I'll play it for stream sometime because it's one of my favorite games on Earth, and it's so worth playing it again. I love this game so much, and it's also just like the world of Yakuza 0 specifically, because it's like the glamour of like 90s Japan before like the economic bubble popped. So it like really pulls you back in time, and like the vibes are immaculate, the aesthetic is immaculate. It like makes you feel like you're there, like you're a tough guy, you got money to throw around, like you got the whole future ahead of you. It just, I don't know, it's a great like world to spend time in. I think that's why I've like replayed it a couple of times. It's just
also,
so fun.
I'm sorry, the characters and Yakuza 0 are so hot.
They're so hot. Everyone is so hot. Yeah.
For me specifically, I mean, obviously I don't know how the characters all are personality-wise, because I'm literally, like, I just got to chapter 5, right? Like, I'm in the middle of chapter 5. I, like, Kiryu is, like, about to take over the from the old man, his, like, office thingy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm literally just there, so I don't know how all the characters play out. But Nishiki and Oda are so hot.
They're so hot.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When I first saw them in the game after stream, I immediately went on like Reddit and looked up like fan art of them. I was like, I
valid.
Need to see more.
That's valid as hell. There's so many, and that will keep happening if you keep playing the other Yakuza games. There's so many hot people in every game. They're all so hot. I love them so much. I'm obsessed. I have so much like Yakuza like merch. Like I get gifted Yakuza stuff a lot on like birthdays and stuff because I'm so obsessed with the franchise. I just love it. I'm in love. I love it. I love all the memes. I love it. I really need to finish the series. Like I need to finish playing 5 and then play 6.
Yeah. Have you played any of the Kiwami ones?
Yes, I played Kiwami 1 and 2. I played them because I think technically, like chronologically, Kiwami 1 and 2 come after Yakuza 0.
Oh.
I think. So I played them in that order. I used like a guide to play them in order. I can't remember what all their, because it was like
Just fine.
it was like over the course of like a month during COVID, like in my senior year of college, I like played them all like rapidly, like back to back. It was like it was like a binge. It was I don't know where I was, so I don't remember a lot of the games, to be honest. I wanted to go back and like replay the whole series on stream. That was my intention when I started playing Zero, and then my save file thing, and then I'm terrible about like finishing things, and that's just something I know that is wrong with me. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Yakuza Zero.
Nothing wrong with you. How dare you?
That's all I have to say about Yakuza Zero. Do you have any other things you want to say about Yakuza?
I don't want to say too much. Well, yes, I absolutely love the game. I'm really like immediately it caught me. I haven't played enough of it yet to like fully, you know. I think I need to play a little more to like have like an even stronger opinion on it, or like be able to say more about it.
100%.
But amazing voice acting. The quality of Yakuza 0 for the year it came out is actually so insanely good.
Isn't it crazy? It's like so ahead of its time.
The animation is so good in it. The stories are amazing. Every single character is actually fun to be around and listen to and play with. So like, props to them. Genuinely props to them.
Yeah. Yuga Gatoku Studio is fantastic. They've made so many amazing games. Like their spin-offs and stuff are also amazing. I've never played a game by them that I did not enjoy. It's always been worth the money for me. Next I'll talk about let's talk about Cooking Mama, like the original Cooking Mama, the original DS Cooking Mama.
I also played that.
This was I think my mom bought this for me for one of my birthdays, after I got my sister's DS, and believe it or not, this game actually like did get me into cooking in real life. Like it got me like interested.
Really?
Yeah, it got me like interested in the idea of like making food in real life. Cause like it is like very cartoony and like not one-to-one into real life at all. But it has like lots of interactive movements and stuff, and you kind of start to learn about like if you're a little kid that's never cooked before, you like can kind of start to learn about like ingredients and what you do with them. And it piqued my interest in cooking for the first time ever. And also it's just like at the time there was like nothing really like it. Like it had the like kind of like silly like you know how like Japanese games in like the early 2000s had the reputation for being like kind of silly and like zany.
Yeah.
It kind of like brought that silly like Japanese gaming like flavor to like a very casual like approachable game that like I think anybody could kind of pick up and play. And I think it was just a really awesome game for that. Like so many people played it and loved it, and then like a bunch of different iterations came out about it. But my favorite still is the like simple original one, without all the like extra bells and whistles. Although in some of the later ones you could like get stuff to like customize Mama and like put her in like different glasses and like outfits and stuff, which was very cute. I think I also played Cooking Mama 2, but I have the original one on here because that was the first one I played. It's just such a great game. Like there's not a whole lot I can say about it because it's pretty simple. Like it's a cooking sim.
But it's just like one of those games that like you loved in your childhood. It formed you into like, you know, what you liked and shit like that. Yeah, I get that, valid.
Yeah, like I still like I gravitate towards a lot of like sim games, like sims of all different sorts of things, and and that was just, I just have very good memory. I love this game. It was good. It was good. It was really good. And sometimes I still will pick up Cooking Mama on my phone. I'll download it on my phone and play, just like out of nostalgia.
Cute.
Yeah, and it was really cute, and the music's really cute, and the food is cute, and it's just cute. It's cutesy and it's fun, and I loved it. And the last game I have on my 3x3 is Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. I never actually played the first Fear and Hunger game because as soon as you like spawn into the game, you hear like dogs barking, and it like doesn't really go away for like the whole like first like like section of the game, there's just like loud ass dog barking sounds. And so I never got past the like beginning part of the first Fear and Hunger game. So I never actually played it. I just like have opened it, gotten annoyed, and closed it like multiple times. So I've never experienced like the story of Fear and Hunger 1.
So valid. I tried Fear and Hunger 1 too. Fear and Hunger 1 as well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I tried Fear and Hunger 1 as well, but first of all, it was a little... Okay, like, you enter the thing, right? You enter the dungeon and immediately you get, like, caught and, like... If the big guy catches you, I'm gonna bleep this, don't worry, on stream, on the recording, but you immediately get, like,
Yeah.
And I was like, even which, I don't know, I thought that was too much from you on stream. I just couldn't get behind. I was like, this is too much a little bit, you know what I mean? It just felt a little too weird. And that's actually why I always stayed away from Fear and Hunger. I never even got into the second one because I was like so appalled by the first one and like the starting scenes of the first one that I never even gave it a chance. So it's actually really interesting to hear that you like it so much.
So the first Fear and Hunger game, I feel like some of it was kind of like shock factor for the sake of like being shocking. Like, and I never like, I literally opened and closed it. Like I didn't even get to the part that you're talking about. But
Usually 5 minutes in.
Yeah. I didn't even get to. I just heard the dogs barking. I get overwhelmed by certain noises very easily, and that was just dogs barking like in both of my ears, trying to like read dialogue and stuff. I just can't do it. Like my brain short circuits and I can't do it. So I just like. I can't play the first one. So, but I read a little bit about the lore, and I was like, okay. Like, it just didn't seem as interesting to me as the second one. In my opinion, Termina is a lot better. The story is more interesting. It's less, like, shock value just for the sake of, like, being shocking. And I think yes, there's, like, shocking and, like, abhorrent stuff that happens in the game, because, like, that's the nature of the type of game it is. But I think it fits more into the story and it makes more sense, like the things that are actually happening. And also one of the things that drew me to Fear and Hunger 2 in the first place is you can play, there's a disabled character, there's a character in a wheelchair that you can actually play as. There's like 9 or 10 different characters and you like pick which one you want to play as, and your story follows whichever character you choose. So it's a completely different story depending on what character you choose. And I think the first game is like that too, but there's only like 3 or 4 options, I think.
Yeah.
But in the second game, there's a lot of different types of characters you can play as, and you like get different abilities depending on which character you pick. And there's I have talked about it before or whatever. I use a wheelchair in real life, and it's very rare that you like see representation of specifically like a character in a wheelchair that you can play as in a game that's like not just for like comedic relief, but you can like actually play and like make decisions and like be in combat and stuff, like playing as a disabled person. I thought that was so cool. So that's what actually like got my attention with Fear and Hunger 2 is I saw that character and I like saw myself in her and I was like, oh my god, I want to play as this character and like experience that in a game.
Representation.
Yeah, representation. but then like the like Fear and Hunger, I won't speak on the first game because I've never played it, but in the second game it has the graphics, the art style, the like aura of the game. It's very like sickening. Like it gives you this like feeling of impending doom, like, and it's so hard for a game to like get me so immersed and stuff that like I feel that like that feeling of like the world is ending. Like it's difficult for like horror games or whatever to like give me that like feeling, that like, you know, that feeling in your gut of like I'm in danger.
Yeah.
It's very rare that I actually get that feeling from games, but Fear and Hunger 2 immediately gave me that feeling. Like the sound design, the like scenarios that it puts you in, the like freaky characters and like things you encounter in the world. There's so many like gross like monsters and stuff that you encounter. You have to make like some really horrible decisions. It's a very graphic game. If you are sensitive to any sort of like triggering topics, do not play this game.
Don't play it.
Yeah, do not play this game.
Don't play it.
There's like serious shit that happens. It's also one of those games that's like very difficult, and you don't get a lot of chances to save, because every time you save, it like makes time pass, and you only have a certain amount of time before like the world ends or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult. It was one of the first games I ever played that was just like mad hard, and you had to like kind of learn things the hard way. But I was like so drawn in by this sickening, like disturbing like world that it was placed in. I wanted to like learn everything about it, and like learn about the lore, and like learn about why everything's so f***ed up here. I don't know why. I guess I just have lots of people, we're sick twisted brain. That's why we like sick twisted shit.
Valid.
But yeah, this game does a very good job at like being sick and twisted, and just it's so dark, and you wouldn't understand.
I like sick and twisted. I love sick and twisted.
Yeah.
But not if it's just sick for the sake of being sick. It needs to like add to the story.
Yes.
And that's what like Fear and Hunger 1 absolutely did not do for me. But I have, not just from you, even like when I tried playing it, everybody was like, just skip the one. Skip the first one.
Just
skip
skip
2.
Yeah, just
apparently
play 2.
That one is so much better and actually like makes it so the story, like everything that happens plays into the story, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I should give it another try. I do have it, so I could give it another try.
I feel like the creator of Fear and Hunger, I feel like Fear and Hunger 1 was kind of like they were dipping their toes in the water of like making something like very like shocking and like horrific.
Yeah.
And then in Fear and Hunger 2, they like did it, but the execution was so much better. Like they kind of grew as like a game maker, and like made a more coherent like world and story, and it's much more interesting, I think. You should play Fear and Hunger 2. I think you'd like it.
Well, because that was your 3x3. Do you have, without like going too much into detail about any of them, but do you have any honorable mentions that like just didn't make the cut, or are you like, no, this is like my hardcore 3x3?
There was a couple that I like had on here and then took off to put something else on, and I can't.
Yeah. But nothing that like is like in your head where you're like, oh yeah, it's like valid to bring up or like important to bring up.
Can I say Spore? Do you know what the game Spore is?
Yeah.
I really like that game also. It's just weird. You can be a weird, freaky little alien monster and like evolve and make choices. It's like kind of like science parallel. It's not like actually scientific.
It is,
but it has that like vibe, and it's very goofy. So that one almost made the cut, but it didn't. There were a couple others that I just can't remember right now, so I guess they're not that important.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kind of catch on to that subject, and first, before I get into my 3x3, talk about one game and like kind of the genre, like another thing that like the genre that I had like issues picking which game, but one game that just like didn't make my cut, like just didn't make it, is like the whole Metal Gear franchise. Like the entire franchise, but specifically like Metal Gear Solid 1s and like Metal Gear Revengeance? What is it called? MGR. I would call it MGR. So Metal Gear Solid 1. For everybody who doesn't know the game, even if you've never played the game or have no idea about the franchise, to me, and I think to a lot of other people, that game was so like revolutionary in the gaming community because of the Psycho Mantis fight. I don't know how much you know about MGS and like how much you know about the Psycho Mantis fight. Spoilers ahead, sorry, but I want to talk about this for a second. But the Psycho Mantis fight back in the day, so he would track your movement so you couldn't hit him. So the game physically made you unplug your controller and keep plugging it into other ports so he couldn't track your movements.
Yes, my partner has told me the Galactics are like obsessed with the Metal Gear series, and they like play it.
I
all
love
the
the Metal Gear series. It is so good. I've actually never played besides MGS1. I've never played any of the other ones. I know MGS3 is like, you know, universally beloved and it's supposed to be really good. I do have MGS5. I have played MGR, but MGS1 I've played, and like that fight specifically because I played it back in the day. That was so mind-blowing back in the day.
Yeah.
It seems like something so easy nowadays, like, oh, ha, ha, ha. But I don't know, the fact, first of all, you had to, like, come up with it, right? You have to, like, realize what was happening. You had to, like, realize that you had to keep unplugging and changing and unplugging and changing. And the memes out of that franchise...
Oh
like,
my god,
I put
legendary.
Metal Gear on the same level as, like, Yakuza when it comes to, like, the memes.
100%. I agree.
Those are, like... Yeah, I think those are like the two games that carry the memes in like all of the gaming communities.
I also feel
even if you're not a gamer, you know the memes. You
like,
just know them.
Kind of alongside the memes of both of these franchises, they also kind of have like kind of a queer vibe. I can't describe it.
They do.
But the Metal Gear series and the Yakuza series, they both have kind of like a queer vibe that I can't quite like put my finger on. But it's amazing, and I love it, and I love the energy.
I love it.
And
It's
it makes
a
me
vibe.
happy.
It's
Such a vibe.
But yeah, that was like besides Tomodachi, I actually instead of Tomodachi I put like another game which I will get to in a second. But one franchise that I was struggling with so much deciding on what to put on my 3x3, because for me I was like a hardcore like horror gamer. Every single horror game that is out there I've probably played or at least tried to play it.
Yeah.
Specifically like the ones from back in the day, right? Like all the like old school ones, like Amnesia or Outlast, like the older ones, right? And like all the like big ones and everything. I love horror games so much. And the thing is just that I've always been like a horror enthusiast. I've always loved horror games. I loved collecting like weird like dolls.
Yeah.
That looked like horror. I loved everything that was creepy. Always. I was always that weird kid, right? I loved creepy stuff.
Me too. It was not very. It was not very nourished by my parents because I thought it was weird. But I've always loved like creepy, macabre shit.
I love it. But it came to the point, right, when I was making my 3x3, I did put like horror adjacent and like one horror actual game, because I was thinking of all the horror games that I played. I was like, yes, I love them all, but none of them seem like good enough to like actually put them on like my 3x3. So the one horror game I did actually like real like horror game, not just adjacent horror games, but like a real like actual horror game that I put on is Hollow Cocoon, only because I kind of recently played that like a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's like a newer horror game, and I haven't played any new horror game within the last 5 years that I actually enjoyed, like full on enjoyed, that I was like really into, and I thought it's so good and the story is so unique and blah blah blah. And Hollow Cocoon is also like not like the most unique gameplay, but somehow the game just captured me, and that made me to decide on my 3x3. It's like it's like, I think it's it's a Chinese, fuck, I forgot. It's a game from Asia, right? And usually nowadays as well, when I decide to like play a horror game, I usually pick like the Asian horror games, because they know what they're doing. They like do. Build it on like folklore, and they know how to like put in the shock factors without like relying on cheap ass jump scares.
Yeah, yawn, eye roll.
I can't. And the Hollow Cocoon thing was actually really, really good. Like, I enjoyed other newer horror games as well, or like horror adjacent, but Hollow Cocoon just like really felt really good, and I actually got like jump scared a couple of times in it. So horror games for me were like, horror was the genre that got me into gaming in general, like fully got me into gaming, right? Like I got addicted to it, and even till this day I always crave to play a horror game. Always. If I haven't played a horror game in a month, I'm like, I need a horror game. Like I need a horror game. But I put the Hollow Cocoon besides like above everything else and everything that I might have been addicted to as a kid, just because it like it's like a newer game that actually captured me again. And like not any like newer horror game has done that to me in a while. So that's why I put that on there.
Sometimes you have a game that just like clicks with your particular brain just right. And it's just like ironed into your heart forever. And sometimes there's not always like a logical reason that you can describe. It just clicks with you just right at that time. I also have a question for you. Did you ever play or get into the Resident Evil games?
I've watched other people play it. Obviously, when I was a kid, I didn't have like the money to play them.
Yeah.
A lot of people recently have been telling me to get into them. That I do really want to get into them. I just have too many games in my backlog right now. You know
Understandable, completely understandable.
Can't get into it, especially because I got so like I played Silent Hill F and I liked Silent Hill F, but like it was like okay, right? It was like a good game. It was like a fun game. And then everybody was like, "Oh, you should play the other Silent Hill games. They're like just as iconic as the Resident Evil games." And the other Silent Hill games were so boring. Like, so boring. I like stopped playing them after like one session because I was like, what the fuck is this? People are scared of this.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, what? Like I don't know how to explain it. With horror games, I can be so particular. It doesn't need to be super scary. For example, for me, one of the horror games, another one that actually kind of got to me recently is the Chill Us Out game one, the parasocial one.
Oh yeah.
Where like in game you're playing as like a VTuber and you're getting like stalked.
Oh my god, I was like,
And,
I like screamed when I was playing that game.
That hits way closer for me, right, than like a Resident Evil or Silent Hill game, because it's like that's scary because that could actually happen.
Yeah.
The thought of like having a stalker being watched, I get way more scared of shit that could actually happen in life than like monsters. I also want to every monster I see, so that doesn't help.
Yeah. For me, I always felt like Resident Evil games were more like adventure, like they had more of like an adventure, like action vibe to me than like straight up horror. Like there were definitely like monsters and zombies and stuff. But they always felt more like
The Last of Us or something like that.
Yeah, it felt more like
it had the elements, but it's more of like a story game.
More of like a story action game. I do think you would like the Resident Evil games. They also
I do too.
Can be very memey. Like there's a lot of memes with that franchise. Like the Leon Twink memes. They're never ending.
I love the Leon Twink
and
memes.
I love them so much. And I love Leon. And Resident.
I love Leon too. I've seen enough animations of him.
Yes, Resident Evil 4 was one of the ones that was on my 3x3, and then I took it off because I was like, well, I don't know.
I also have this thing with like horror games. While yes, I enjoy like big story horror games, right? Like for example, the Silent Hill F. I did enjoy Silent Hill F, but for some reason I enjoy short horror games way more, right? Like ones that you can like finish in under 10 hours. Yeah. Because it like scratches that itch that I need.
Yeah.
That I need like it just hits like the spot, and that's exactly what I need. And sometimes when a horror game gets too long, I get bored with it. That's my issue.
I completely understand. That yeah.
Anyway, so I also obviously have Minecraft. We already talked enough about Minecraft, so I'm not gonna like I was like, I'm gonna give my son here and we don't have to talk about it again. I'm actually gonna go to the bottom of my 3x3, the Xbox game you can see at the bottom, which is Dead or Alive 3. I kind of want to start with this one just because it's like another one. Again, it's like the game that I was like addicted to when I was a kid, because that was like one of the, so my cousins had 3 games, right? My cousin had 3 games on his Xbox. It was Dead or Alive 3, it was Soul Calibur, and then it was this random ass car game where you would drive a car around Paris, but you could also do like multiplayer, and we would just like play house in that game. Like we'd be like, oh, I'm going to my house, like I live in this building, and we'd like park in front of it. If anybody who's watching this knows what game I'm talking about, it's super old. It doesn't have a racing thing or anything. You can literally just drive, I think it was Paris. You can literally just drive around the city.
What the heck?
I don't remember what it's called. You can like unlock cars, and it's really weird, right? Whatever. But Dead or Alive was like one of those games, same as like how you said, like yes, there is a story in it, right? You can play story mode, but you can also just play fighting mode. Dead or Alive 3 specifically, I loved the story mode. The ones before, and I don't know if I played Dead or Alive 4. I definitely didn't play 5 or anything that came after it. But Dead or Alive 3, I love the story of it. The characters in it, like me and my cousin and then like another cousin of mine, like us 3, we would be like a lot of like we would hang out a lot of the time, and we'd like always like we'd be like those Naruto kids that like run around and are like, I'm Naruto, I'm Hinata, I'm Sasuke, and
that
we
was
like
me and my
do
brother
that with like Dead or Alive. We do that with like Dead or Alive characters. I don't remember their names, but like the main brother and his sister, like the red haired, and then the adopted sister or whatever she was, the only one I remember by name is Helena, and that's only because she had this one move that I thought was so iconic. She was like this French fighter, and she was so hot, she was so pretty, and she had this fighting move that I called the butterfly move, because she would like slap her arms like up and down as if she was doing like swinging her like her, how do you call it, her wings up and down, right?
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah,
fully up and down. And I don't know, that hit, I love that. I love that move so much.
You're like, I don't know why. I like that shit.
I don't know why I liked it. But yeah, we would like always pretend. I know it's like Kazumi and Hayabusa was the other one. So I think this girl's name, it's not Anya. It's something like that. Aina? I don't remember 100%. I'm gonna be honest. It's been like, what, 20 years? No, not fully 20. Okay, I'm not that old. But
It's been a while.
it's been like 16, 17 years since I played this game, you know what I mean? So
yeah. It's
been a
really
while,
hard
but
to
I
remember the
like,
details.
being addicted to it. And then I have so the one game I decided above Tomodachi Life for me was Animal Crossing Wild World. I do enjoy New Horizons, but again, Wild World, while not having as much gameplay as New Horizons, because what's amazing about New Horizons, right, is like the whole, you can actually build the entire island. You can change everything. You can put furniture wherever you want, and not just in your house. You actually had so much more to do. But Wild World had such good characters, and this is like what I was talking about earlier. It had, the characters were acting like characters. And you could have like genuine like enemies in there. Like some of them would just like start hating you.
Oh my god.
Like full on hating you. And they would like they would make it like their mission to like despise you and like hate on you.
That makes for a much more interesting game, in my opinion.
Much more.
Like sometimes when I play New Horizons, sometimes I'll like role play in my head, like I'll be like, oh, this villager, we don't like each other, but like that mechanic does not exist in New Horizons. Like they're all just like la la la, I love living on an island, and there's like 4 different personality types or whatever, and they're all kind of boring. But so I'll like role play. I'll role play to make them more interesting. Yeah, I pretend. You know I'll pretend.
You know the thing where you like hit the villagers with your net?
Yeah.
So in New Horizons, right? Yes, they get like momentarily mad at you for like a second if you keep doing it over and over.
Yeah.
But not really mad. They just be like, "What are you doing?" And then they forget about it.
Yeah.
If you do that in Wild World, they remember that shit. They remember that.
See, that's so much more interesting.
It sticks with you. If you do that, they remember that, and they will start hating you.
I love it when
they will genuinely start hating you.
I love it when choices matter with characters.
Yeah.
We need more choices matter.
God. Then I've put 2 games on here, which I'm gonna talk about both of these kind of in the same sense, because when I was a kid, again, I would just like play free online like flash games, and I would love horror adjacent like RPG Maker games.
Oh yeah.
Like pixelated games. That was like my shit. And there's 2 games specifically, but one that like, so Ib, have you ever played Ib?
I got that was
Are you switching?
No, that was like a hiccup or a burp or something. I'm not sure. Something, air came out of me in an explosive way. I have never played it. It's in my Steam wishlist because I know it's one of your favorite games, so I added it to my wishlist. But I had never heard of it before I like knew you.
Ib to me was like the one game I would like genuinely come home every day and play that. No matter how many times I've played it through, I would play it over and over and over again till I knew like I could like speak along with every single like voice line. And then a couple years ago, right, the remake came out. Not remake, like it's not a, is it a remake? What's it called?
Like a remaster?
Like the upgraded version. Yeah, like they didn't really take anything out of it from what I can remember, at least. They just kind of like upgraded the art style a bit. Not the art style, just the art itself.
Like freshened up the graphics.
They freshened up everything a bit. Yeah. And I replayed that game, and when I tell you, because like at that point it'd been like a couple years since I played it like last. When I played it again, like the remaster, whatever it is, like the remake. When I played that again, I genuinely like cried playing it.
Aww.
From like all the memories and nostalgia and being like that weird kid that like had these interests that nobody else had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you come home and you're like in this world, and Ib, the whole world of Ib is just so good, and the story is so good. And I got so emotional because I still remembered like every single puzzle. I still remembered every single voice line. I was like,
That's so precious.
I genuinely like Ib just, for anybody who's never like played it, it's a short game. It's a super cheap game as well. But it has such an impactful like story, and maybe it's also my nostalgia speaking. Maybe the game isn't as good as I remember it, but everybody I've like had it play recently has also told me like, oh my god, the game is actually so good.
I've been planning to play both of these games that you're going to talk about. I was planning to play both of them as like a like playing Alma's games-a-thon. Like I was gonna play them like I was gonna like choose a week and like play Alma's favorite games. So I'm planning that. I'm plotting it. I do want to play them.
Oh my god, I love you so much.
I love you so much.
We need to do that together. You play my games, I play your games.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. Then you can play Fear and Hunger too.
Hell yeah. But yeah, in the same sense, another game that I've put on my 3x3 is Mad Father, and I was thinking about it a lot, right? Because again, I used to play like a lot of these games, like Mad Father, Corpse Party, Crooked Man, what else was there? Witch's House, everything like that, right? Everything like that. I love that type of game, the storylines in those and everything. But I think despite like on top of like considering all those games, I think like Ib is like above everything, right? Ib is like its own universe, like its own
thing. That's a special place in your heart.
Yeah. But Mad Father is also like a really good game. I replayed it recently, like a couple months ago. I replayed because I did play it a lot when I was a kid. Like I think I played it like 10, 11 times, right? I did replay it a lot.
Wow.
But it's been a while. And I recently replayed it, and it's still so good. It still hits the feeling so good. It just, because like, how do I say this? I love when games... How do I explain this? I know a game is really good when it doesn't need any crazy fancy graphics to be a good game. Like when the story itself can just like speak for it so well that you don't need like the craziest animations and this and blah 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 blah. Well, it yes adds to the story, right? But I think that's why like I love all these like RPG Maker games. I think that's also why like for example like Undertale, right? Like became such a big game where everybody loved it so much. Because they did with so little, it made something so immensely big and like impactful and beautiful and just beautiful.
Yeah.
So that was like my type of game. So if you want to get into any of them, if you play any of them, please let me know whenever. I don't care at what time you play. I'll be awake and I won't be streaming.
Definitely.
I will be there watching.
I'll let you know. I do plan on playing both of these.
And then I will talk about, so in my second row, the first game is a game called Rakuen. It's basically another one of those like RPG Maker games. I haven't talked about any of the storylines, I just realized. Does it really matter?
Not really. I care more about what the game means to you.
Yeah. Rakuen I do kind of want to mention a little bit. So in Ib, it's basically you're like a kid and you get teleported into like a different dimension in this like art gallery, and you have to find your way out.
Oh, that's interesting.
In Mad Father, your father is like a crazy scientist, and all of his like human experiments have come like back to life because of a curse.
Ooh.
And you need to fight the curse. Yeah, it's really good.
That's cool.
And then Rakuen is like another like RPG type game, like pixel type game. But when I tell you, not only has no other game, no other form of media or anything else has ever made me ugly sob the way that Rakuen has made me. I don't understand why. I actually have like the VOD, just because I played this game recently. Like I played it when I started streaming, right? Like maybe a couple months into streaming. So like a year and a couple months ago maybe. The storyline, oh my god. So you're basically this kid and you're sick. You're a sick kid. I'm not gonna like give too many spoilers because I want you to play that game. Oh my
Okay.
god, I need you to see you destroyed. So I'm not gonna give too many, but you're there and you will keep like traveling between like your world and this other world. And there is like stories that are like parallel in the other world and in this world, and you help like the other sick people in the hospital resolve like their issues and like last wishes and stuff like that by going to the other world.
Oh yeah,
But
this game's gonna fuck up.
this game fucks you up, but also the music in it is so good. The songs in it are so good. It's been all done, I think. Don't quote me on this. I might be fully wrong. I think it was solely done by one woman,
Wow.
Laura Shigaraki. She's actually a Twitch streamer as well. I
Oh,
think
that's so
she
interesting.
worked as well on Undertale, on the Undertale music with Toby Fox, I think. But she's made everything in this game, like all the music, everything. It's so good. The story, like when I tell you, and not only the end made me like cry, right? But I think for the last 2 hours of me playing this game, I could barely speak. Because I
Aww.
was crying so much.
That's a good game.
It just hits
when it gets
so-
you in the feels like that.
Oh, that game got me so hardcore. And then, you know, when I was making this 3x3, I was thinking, what are games that I generally enjoyed? I did enjoy this game like a lot too, right? But it also just impacted me so much. Like, have you ever gotten that feeling? I used to get this a lot when I was watching anime when I was younger, where afterwards you just feel like you need to do something.
Yeah.
Like, you need a change in your life, or
Yes.
you were like motivated to do something, or you have like this motivation to do shit.
Yeah.
And Rakuen just like made me rethink so much in my life. To
I
the point where I was like, there's so many things that don't matter and other things that matter way more.
Yeah. I love it when fiction does that. Because sometimes I really need that. Sometimes it's hard for me to like see the forest through the trees or whatever the saying is. Like see like the big picture. It's hard to see the big picture of your own life sometimes. Like when you get caught up in like the day to day or like the small stuff, or you get kind of stuck in like a negative thought pattern or like a cycle of action that's like not necessarily good for you. Sometimes fiction can like shake up the way you think and shake up your routine in a way that is very beneficial, and I love that.
I love that too. And yeah, this game, while it absolutely emotionally destroyed me, I still think of this game. Like, I still think of this game.
Wow.
I
yeah,
still
I gotta play
like
that.
listen to the music of the game and like rewatch like parts of the game and stuff like that. Like, it is really such a beautiful game. Oh my god. Like, if anytime anybody asks me usually like, hey, what are like 2 games that like you would recommend to somebody, right? Or like a game, I always say either Ib or Rakuen. Those are like the games that like hit me in like a special spot in my heart.
Aww. Okay, 2026, I'm gonna play these games. I have
Oh
to.
my god, I need to watch you play specifically this one. I'll buy it for you right now, girl.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll buy it later.
But yes, on a completely different note, like very different note. And this is like, I think, such an unexpected turnabout in like my taste of games as well, in like a way that I never expected it. But last year, like 2025, at the end of 2025, I got addicted to Souls-like games.
Oh my god.
Like, genuinely addicted.
I know this. I know
Like,
this. Tell me more.
Oh my god. I never understood it, right? I mean, not that I never understood it, but I don't know, right? Like, Dark Souls and stuff like that, it like never like really hit me. I didn't really care about it. Even till this day, I still don't care about Dark Souls. I'm sorry, okay? That is probably like the most heinous shit I can do, like say, while still like being in love with the genre, right? Or like anything that's like adjacent to it. I know that's probably like outrageous. The thing for me is just Dark Souls is like too slow. Dark Souls plays too slow. Everything feels so... It feels so slow and boring. I can't get behind it.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that agree with you.
But there's other games, right? I've enjoyed Elden Ring. I've definitely enjoyed Elden Ring. I'm actually gonna do a marathon for Elden Ring pretty soon because it was like part of my donathon that I recently like
Hell yeah.
fulfilled, finished. I'm gonna play Elden Ring soon. I hated Night Rain. I don't want to talk about that. I hated that. And there were definitely a couple games that I already tried out. They were kind of hit or miss for me. But 2 games, which one I know is definitely a Souls-like games, which is Lies of P, which is like I put in the first. Not because it's like I didn't put mine into any order. Same like
yeah,
you.
same.
It's just like the things that like came into my head as they came. Because Lies of P I played really recently. For anybody that's not, it's like a Souls-like game on like, but you're like Pinocchio basically. But they call you P, so it's not fully said that you're Pinocchio. And there's like Easter eggs in the game of like the Pinocchio story, but you're not like, they never call you Pinocchio, right? Because you know.
Yeah.
But the story is really good. I loved the fighting system in it. I loved the weapons in it. I had such a great time with the storyline of it. I loved Lies of P. Everything about Lies of P. Lies of P is actually the first game ever I went and did a New Game Plus.
Oh! Wow.
I've never done New Game Plus before on any game. For some reason, just Lies of P really, really just stuck with me. I love the pacing of it. I love the story of it. I love the fight. Some of the fights felt like really, really like hard, but still like rewarding, right?
Like satisfying.
Like they didn't feel bullshitty.
Yeah.
I don't remember a single fight in Lies of P where I was like, okay, now you're just making it hard for like the purpose of making it hard, while the mechanic is kind of like stupid. Whatever. Lies of P for me, I still till this day, like I finished this game like what, 3 months ago at this point, 3.5, 4. I don't know. I don't actually remember. Not that long ago. Whatever. I finished it a while ago, and I still go back to it at least once a week and play a little.
Wow. That's
it's
impressive.
So good to me. It's so good to me. The world building is so pretty. The characters are so interesting. For example, like Elden Ring, yes, I do want to finally have like a run for Elden Ring where I like fully run through it, right? Actually play the game. I don't know, Elden Ring just looks so ugly to me.
You're not cute, so you don't get to be in my 3x3.
No, it's not.
Only
it's not even
hotties.
it's not that it's not cute, because like Lies of P is also like a really destroyed world, right?
Yeah.
And like a fucked up world. It still looks super pretty to me. I can't describe it.
No. I know what you mean. I like I thought Fear and Hunger 2 Termino was kind of beautiful in like a horror way. Like the world was kind of yeah. I know what you mean.
And then my last game, which I consider a Souls-like game, because Steam tells me and most people tell me it's a Souls-like game, but whenever I bring it up in chat or when I played it, my chat was so divided. It's like, it's a Souls-like adjacent game, or no, it's more like God of War and like Devil May Cry and blah blah. People are like fighting over what exactly it is.
But gamers love doing that. They love arguing about like
Gamers
genre
love
and
doing
shit.
that.
I called what did I called the bug game Silksong came out recently. I called Silksong a platformer in someone's chat once, and they were like, actually it's more of a what's it called? Not a megalomaniac, megaloidvania, megalobania. Whatever. They said it. Actually, it's not a platformer. It's a megaloidvania. And I was like, oh, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, people were like fighting over it. And I put Black Myth Wukong because it was the first game I actually played besides Elden Ring. But it was the first game that I played, because when I played Elden Ring for the first time, I played it in like multiplayer. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. But it was the first one I actually played by myself, and I love the story. Like trying to figure out what part of the mythology that is in there is like actually real, what isn't real, what is made up. Hearing people come in, how much they love the game, suffering with so many bosses in that game. Oh my god! But then finally, like being able to beat them. I think I went through like so many different stages of emotions while playing Wukong. Like I don't know why. For me personally, Wukong was like a lot harder than Lies of P. I had like such an easy time with Lies of P. Maybe because the game, like the mechanics and like the pacing and everything was just like perfect for my brain, right? So I could like hardcore lock into it, so it was perfect. But in Lies of P, there were so many, like specifically like the Yin Tiger and the Erlong fight, and that one motherfucking scorpion bitch. Oh my god, I hate that so much.
I watched you play a lot of Wukong, and even when you were like it was really fun to watch you like suffer, like not in like a
Oh my god, no, I get that.
but then you would get it eventually, and then it was like the best thing ever. I'd be like, yes, let's fucking go! Like
Oh my
it's
god,
so hype when you finally do it.
When you finally get those bosses that you were fighting so hard for, and actually because Wukong was so amazing for me, is what like got me into like the actual like Souls-like genre like intensely. When I started looking into which ones I'd like probably like a lot, which ones would be probably like not fully my style, right? Like I have like a whole list of like a couple that I'm like really about to get into and I can't wait for it. And then a couple which I feel like wouldn't hit too hard. Like Wu Chang was horrible. I hated that game. I'm never gonna touch it again. I didn't even get through the first chapter, not because it was so hard, but because I got so bored by it. It was that bad. I don't give a
burn it.
But yeah, I never expected myself to like fully like immerse myself into the Souls-like genre, because I've tried watching other people play it and I was just never interested in it.
Yeah,
I just couldn't see like the value behind it.
I feel the same way, and also like when it comes to like the physical ability to play certain games, like my hands are fricked up. I have like sensory issues. Like there's a lot of games that like, unless there's a difficulty setting that I can lower way down and like turn on like assisted things, I just like cannot play the game. Like the Yakuza games, I have to like turn the difficulty down and like turn on the like simplified controls, or I just like I can't keep up with like how much you have to press the buttons. So I've never played a Souls-like game because like I just like physically don't think I can press the buttons like quickly enough, and like like with the timing that you need to. And I know people are like, oh, get good. I can't get good. I have fart hands, okay? I have up fingers. But I usually also couldn't get into watching people either. But when you were playing Wukong, I could just tell you were having such a good time playing that game, and you were like so like passionate and into it. It was so fun to watch you play it. Like not necessarily because of the game, but because you were enjoying the game so much. It made it fun to watch. It was so good. I had so much fun watching you play that.
I was really, really enjoying that game. Like that game activated something in my brain.
Neuron activation.
Where I was like, this is curing my, like as much as I'm suffering through it, this is like curing part of my depression with like, not like memeing. I found something to like fill my sad hours with. And it's which is stupid to say because it's Souls-like games. They destroy people.
They're crushing.
They get onto your psyche and like mentality so hardcore because they're so hard. But for some reason, I think it's because I've been feeling so down a lot like the last couple of years because I couldn't really do anything and nothing gave me like that feeling of success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I reached something, and then these Souls, like you have to like fight your way through it, and then when you do finally get it, it's like.
Yes. Yeah. You get all those like positive like ding 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 winner like the chemicals in your brain, and like humans need
like,
that.
Activated.
Humans need that to like keep living. And like you said, like when you're like sick or something and you can't do a lot of things, you can't like go for a jog to make yourself feel better. You can't like go lift weights to make yourself feel better. Like if you can't like do the kind of things that like physically people usually do to like get those happiness chemicals, it's really hard. It's really hard to like get that feeling sometimes, and you like need that to live a normal life. So I'm so happy you found a game that like gives you that like sense of reward. It's so important.
I'm really like but again, that was like always the one genre where I was like, I'm never gonna get into that. Like genuinely, I can't be bothered. I never thought I was such a sweaty gamer. You know what I mean?
You are though. You're a sweaty gamer. You're a sweaty gamer, girl.
I'm so sweaty. I didn't think I'd be like bothered enough to like do it so hardcore. Like yes, I've always been like in the sense of like no matter what game, I think that's why I like preferred playing smaller games, right? Because I always want to like 100% the game, always. I was always an achievement hunter. If I play any game, I'm a fucking loot goblin. If I see anything, I need to pick up everything. I don't care because I need to see what all is in the game, right? I think that's kind of why I always had like a respect towards these games, because I'd be like, that's too much. I don't have I can't like dedicate like that much time and that much like mental capacity into these games. But no, I found these like games for me, and I have like so many lined up now in my like gaming library, like in my Steam library. And I can't, like, I'm itching so hardcore to like get into another one, but I took like a lot of people's like words to be like, don't burn yourself out on them. Play other games in between, because if I just go from one to the next to the next to the next, it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah, no, you'll start to get sick of them, and then they won't be fun anymore.
Yeah, 100%. Like for me, the next ones I'm getting into because I like, again, like I'm doing the Elden Ring Donathon, and then I want to play Sekiro next, and then there's like a couple other ones.
Sekiro is good. Like I watched the Galactics play a lot of that.
It's hard.
It is, hard. Yeah. They've raged so much.
Actually, people have told me that I might actually have like a better time or like easier time in Sekiro than I would in, for example, Dark Souls or like anything like that, because they say it's more similar to like the pacing and fighting style in Lies of P than it is, for example, like again, sorry, this is not me saying it. Don't come for me in the comments, okay? This is what people in my community have been telling me. They're telling me that like Dark Souls and Elden Ring are like kind of like a vibe, right? Like it's that kind of vibe. Not saying they're the same game. I know they're very different. I'm not saying that. But I mean like gameplay-wise, pacing-wise. And then Sekiro and Lies of P are like adjacent in like the fighting style and everything. The only thing that I know about Sekiro is though that apparently the more you die, the harder the game gets.
What? That's like the opposite of usually what happens.
That is insane. That is insane. I know, it's because like some like rot spreads across the map or something like that. There is a ways you can like reverse it, but yeah, if you don't know how to do that, the game gets harder the more you die. And that's like insane. Terrible. Because Dark Souls game or like Souls-like games in itself are already like insanity. Yeah. Like actual insanity. What do you mean?
What do you mean? I'm so intimidated by all these different types of games because there aren't like settings to make them easier, and there's been like debate about this for like years of like, should there be accessibility settings on Souls-like games? Should there be ways to make it easier? And a lot of like hardcore Souls-like fans are like, absolutely not. Like the point of the game is to like get good. And then
but if you physically can't, why not give people what?
Exactly. And that's always been my opinion. Like you're not ruining the game for anyone else by giving people the option to like access the experience of the game in a way that they can like physically do.
So dumb.
It's so dumb. Gamers, what are you gonna do? Gamers.
I have like one game that also kind of didn't fully make my 3x3. I'm gonna be replaying it soon on stream because I haven't like replayed it in like years. I haven't played it in years. There's this one game and I feel like you'd enjoy that game a lot too. Have you ever heard of AI Somnium Files?
Sorry, say it again.
AI Somnium Files.
It sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
It's not a hard game in the sense of like you have to be like gaming. It's a lot of reading. It's a lot of storytelling. It's basically it's a Japanese game. It's basically like a detective Japanese game, right? But you have this whole thing where you can go into like dream sequences. You have this like machine, but the storyline in it, first of all, it's like meme-wise on the same level as like Yakuza and Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like on that level. Like it's that level of funny. The stories in between, some of the words, sentences and shit like said in there are like on that level. But also the plot twists in that game are so good. Like the story is actually so good. That's why I was like thinking, I while we were like talking about everything, I was like, I feel like you'd enjoy that game because it is like a bigger game, right? It takes like a while because it's like a whole story game. But it's not like you need to like fight or anything. Like it's most of the time it's just like point and click. It's like in the sense of like if you've ever played like Ace Attorney or like saw or know of Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
It's that, but just like more sus.
I see.
And like better storyline in my opinion.
Send me the like Steam page. I want to like wishlist this.
Yeah, let me actually do that right now.
Hell yeah.
Forget about that. Oh, hold on, my keyboard. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think I'm trying to think if there's any games that are like coming out soon that I'm excited about. I know we talked about Tomodachi Life, the new one. Very excited about that. I have a bunch of like indie games. It's mostly indie games in my wish list that I'm like waiting for them to come out. There was one that I wanted to. I have this one on my wish list called Tenebrous Somnia. It's a survival horror. I wondered if you had heard of it.
Ooh, let me look it up. What's it called?
Tenebrous Somnia. Yeah, Tenebris. Somnia.
2D retro survival. Live action cutscene created by a marketing film in Argentina. Oh, it looks cool.
Yeah, I watched some trailers. It looks really interesting.
Oh, that looks cool. It reminds me a lot of like a game I played, which is like Yuppie Psycho, like based on like the pictures and like the description, like the survival horror, blah 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 blah. Reminds me. Oh, they have like full on like cutscenes, like filmed with like people.
Yeah, it looked kind of artsy.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems cool. Yeah, I'm gonna wishlist that too. That looks cool. I'm obviously, because I just talked about it recently, it's been announced that Black Myth Wukong, right, is actually the first game of a trilogy. They're gonna make 2 more other games.
That's so exciting.
The second one has already been announced, and it's not like the other 2 games aren't also about Wukong. It's about other figures of like mythology, right?
Yeah.
I forgot what the next one is. Hold on, let me actually look it up real quick. New Black Myth game announced. What's that one called? Black Myth Zongkui. I could be pronouncing this completely wrong, right?
You do your best.
Completely wrong, because it's a Chinese name. It's based on Chinese, focusing on the ghost-catching god Zongkui. It's later, and it's gonna be like again for PC and everything. And the trailer for it already looks amazing. I don't know when exactly it's coming out, but it was like announced just like at the end of the summer, like a couple months ago. So I'm super excited for that. And then the what's that game called? Is it Divinity? That's been like, is it Divinity?
I don't know. I don't know anything ever, and I have no information in my brain. It doesn't work.
Like, I think it's that new Divinity game that's been like by the people who are making, what is it? They made Baldur's Gate? Was it Baldur's Gate? That game looks super cool.
Gate.
That game looks super cool. I'm excited for that too.
You haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 yet?
I have it, but I haven't actually played it yet. No.
Oh, I started a playthrough. And I don't usually like games like that, the style of gameplay. But even I was pretty interested. Like I played further than I thought I would. I never finished the playthrough.
Talking with Riani, I was like, because we were like, for everybody who doesn't know me, Eerie and Riani, we have like this point month-long session of playing Sons of the Forest together.
Yes.
And we feel like we're reaching the end of the game pretty soon. Like we're pretty far in. There's not much more we can milk out of the game. And we've been talking about like, you know, what game to pick up for like Wife Sunday from now on. And Baldur's Gate was actually like on my list of ideas. So I was like, maybe that's like a game we could try, like a campaign together.
I didn't even know you could play like 3 players in that game.
Isn't it up to 4?
I don't know. I knew you could do 2 players, but I don't know. I think you're right though. I do think you're right, but I did not know.
Yeah, I was thinking either that. I have another game that I also like enjoyed a lot, and I know Riani enjoys it a lot. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Have you ever heard of V Rising?
Yes. I think I have that somewhere. It's either in my library or in my wish list.
Because I was also thinking, because you can also play that with multiplayer, right? You can like open like a world where we could all play together. I think that could also like be a good game for us, because it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good, and it's like another one of those games, because what we liked about Sons of the Forest was like how much you could go at your own pace, right? Yeah,
it's very,
do whatever you want.
Open world. You can kind of
specifically like me and Eerie are like, you know, sick girls, and Riani is a very hardworking girl. She, you know, works a lot, and she also had recently, oh my god, so many issues with like pipes breaking in her house and
oh my gosh,
internet. Oh my god, like everything kept happening, and sometimes with like Sundays, poor Riani. Sundays for me would like sometimes be like good, specifically after I've had like a rough mental health week. Sundays would be like my reset day with like you girls. And then you could
100%
tell
same.
sometimes we wouldn't be like in the mood to like go to like caves and play in the story. We'd just like be at our base and building our base. And it was chill.
It was just play
us
house
hanging out with
together
the
and
girls,
talk.
and that was so nice. It was such a like not was, it still is. Hold on, I have hiccups. Oh god. But I liked how much you can like go at your own pace there. That's why I thought like maybe V Rising would also be like a good one for us.
I'm sure we gotta find something, because I also, Sundays are definitely a reset day for me too. Like even if I've had the rottenest week ever, I will like drag myself out of bed to play Sunday games with the girlies, because it helps. It always helps.
Sunday games, even if I can stream, even if I'm like mentally and like health-wise not feeling well enough to stream, I'll still hop on, and that kind of gets me back into like a rhythm of being like, okay, now I'm like back. Now I can come back.
Me too.
Yeah.
It helps.
But hey, if anybody who's watching this knows any games that could be good for like the three of us, so it needs to be at least like a 3-player type of game. It should be something bigger. We don't mind it going for like a couple months or like a whole year at this point, to be honest. I don't really care. We like it to be something bigger. If you have any ideas, I was thinking like V Rising, or like maybe Starve Together, or you know, Baldur's Gate or anything like that. But there is a lot of games out there, so if anybody has any ideas, write them down. And
like open world things where you can like
right
build or adventure together. Give us your ideas. We're hungry for ideas.
I don't know. Do you have anything else you kind of want to like bring up before we close off this episode?
Not really. I was looking at my wish list, and I was like, I could start naming all of the like indie games that I have wishlisted that I'm excited for them to come out. But there's like 10 at this point, and that's like its whole own topic. There's always so many cool indie games coming out all the time, and I love them.
Always.
There's like too many to talk about, too many to list. It'd be cool if there was a way to like share there probably is a way to like share your Steam wish list and just like show people what you have wishlisted.
Oh, you can make it public, but I have everything like closed off. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm always paranoid that people will like find out information about me. So
same.
we're good.
You know what's my final statement for our gaming episode?
What's that?
You know what's one gaming genre I will never get into, and I genuinely don't understand why so many people like it?
What?
FPS games.
Oh yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get the hype. I don't get the need. I don't get the game. I hate it.
So
I hate it.
This is the last thing I'll say about our gaming episode. Okay, I have dipped my toes in the FPS waters a couple of times. I've played Strenova.
I tried.
Maybe like 2 or 3 times ever. I played Marble Rivals like twice. I guess it was fun, but like it always gets my heart racing and like makes my palms really sweaty, and it like physically takes so much out of me. Like I feel so drained. Like I have to take like a 3-hour nap after, because it like gets my like nervous system all kicked up and like excited in a bad way. My brain convinces my body that like we're actually being shot at, and I just like I can't handle it. It's more stressful than fun for me.
It's like it could be what like Souls likes do for me, right? But like when I play FPS, no matter how like excited or I'm not in like a round, after a round I never feel like satisfied or like happy or like super pumped or anything. No matter if we won or lost, I don't care.
A lot of the times it's like out of your hands whether you win or lose. Like even if you have a really good round, like if you have a shitty team or like get bad luck or get like mismatched or whatever, like it's kind of out of your hands how you perform sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also never really got into them, and I don't really see myself getting into them. And I've tried so hard because I have like friends that like want to play FPS together. I have like viewers that want to play FPS together, and I'm like, I'm trying so hard to like it, and I just can't get into it. I'm sorry, I'm rotten.
I also feel like whenever I like try and like get in contact with like other VTubers, right, that I like, you know, you try to like make new friends when you contact, everybody's always like, oh, you want to play Marvel Rivals?
Yeah.
Wanna play Apex. You want to play Overwatch. You want to play CS.
And I'm like, no.
I don't play any of those games.
I don't want to play any of them.
It's like the game, or like, oh, you're stuck.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, now you're stuck.
Oh, yeah, we're probably stuck on like each other's. You just have to wait for it to be back.
I'm stuck on you.
I'm stuck on you.
I want to be the gum on the bottom of your shoe. And you're trying to scrape it off on the sidewalk. And so I'm getting scraped between your shoe and the sidewalk.
Girl, if you were the gum on my shoe, I'd keep like putting you back into my mouth to keep you like lubricated so you don't like dry up. And like then stick you under my shoe again. I do not give a
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, you're like not am I moving on your screen yet?
No. What the heck? At the very end, right when we're wrapping it up, it's like...
Why when we're like about to wrap up?
Yeah.
There you go. You're moving on.
There we go.
You're catching up.
You're catching up.
But yeah, what I was saying is like the thing that like sadly it's like for a lot of people like the game that they feel comfortable with like playing with somebody else, right? Even if they don't know them. It's like for a lot of people, and I get it because like a lot of people play it, right? You don't have to like fully have like a conversation as you might have in like other games, right?
Yeah.
You're so busy with whatever is happening in the game. I get it, but it's just not fun. And that's okay. Not every game genre is for everybody. You might love a game genre one year, hate it 5 years later.
Yeah.
You might start loving games you've never thought you could love. Except for FPS, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
It's not gonna happen. But today was I had a lot of fun talking about games, kind of like reminiscing. I also just like remembered so many games in my head. Obviously, you know, me and Eerie have both been alive for like a while at this point. We've played a lot of games. There has obviously been games I couldn't really bring up, or also didn't want to like give spoilers. I think both of us didn't really want to give spoilers to any of the stories in case you guys want to play any of these games. Just like if I had 9 games to suggest to somebody, I'd suggest the 9 games that I said and the ones we kind of brought up. I had a great time talking to you as always. Thank you for today, my wife.
Thank you, wife. I had a blast talking about games together. It's one of those things we can just like enthuse about for hours. Like if we didn't like keep it like tight, like we really tried to like keep it organized this time. If we didn't keep it tight, we could have talked for like 4 hours probably about games.
Oh yeah,
just
easily. But I'm trying to like keep our podcast to like the 2-hour mark. Yeah. Right.
And anything bigger than that,
like the sweet spot.
Yeah. Bigger than that, it also becomes like a huge pain in the ass for editing and stuff. It becomes too big.
Oh, too big. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today. As always, follow us on Twitch. That's our main platforms, both for Eerie Canary and Amadea VT. We also have TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, obviously. Besides the Susume channel, we have our own private channel. So if you haven't checked us out there yet, or you feel like you want to check us out, the links are all down below.
All there.
They will also pop up here on the screen.
You do want to click on those links. You want to click on those links so bad. Ooh.
And other than that, as always, like and subscribe. Push us out there. Make sure more people can see us because, hello, we're like dope as
Yeah,
hello?
We're so cool. Look at us. Look at us.
We're so cool. We're so cool.
We're
definitely not the weird kids, okay? We're not the neighbors. You know that meme, like being the neighbor's kid? That weird kid from like the neighbor that you play with, but you didn't want it because we're definitely not that. Don't listen to the haters.
Not that. We're very cool, and you definitely want to share us around and show us all your friends, and we won't scare them at all, and they're gonna be like, wow, you have really good taste.
We're great in social situations. Great. I'm so good. I'm not awkward, not a nerd.
Very normal.
Yep. Anyways, like, subscribe. We love you guys.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next month.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.